Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening in Moravia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. To spoon. To spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. To spoon. If you eat Cape Town, gradually, my brother, to spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, to spoon. To spoon. You want to get a news update, to spoon. What? Yeah. Rastafari. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. Kilibamba, kilibamba, kilibamba. What I want? Yes, what you got today?
Spoon TV. Spoon.
Yes, what you got today?
Spoon. Spoon TV. Spoon.
But in this man, the army are at peace, the nation is at peace. Or the army is not at peace, the nation is not at peace. So we say this for our heart. I want to take it down to the people, to the public. Those that were traveling and they didn't travel that day, we tell them sorry. It was not right, but we were listening to, we wanted to hear from the people, we wanted people to seek our interest, we wanted people to give us hearing ear, and they didn't give us it. That's why we decided to do that for the nation, for the world to pay attention to us, and for our president to listen to us. But we want to take the time to tell our president he did extremely well by listening to us and by listening to us well. So we take this time to thank you people.
Was it intentional?
No, it was not intentional. We didn't do it intentional because from the beginning, we carry our petition all around. We wanted the Senate to listen to us. We carried first to the president and we brought it to the House of Senate to listen to us. But they didn't listen to us until they carried it that far by doing what they did. And it was not right for us. It was not right for our husbands. So we decided to do what we did for the attention to raise up for them to solve our problem. But we tell the president, thank you. His Excellency Ambassador Joseph Nima Boakai for listening to his soldiers.
And as spokesperson, yesterday your action created a situation that embarrassed the entire country. Many persons said your husbands sent you on that mission because the law said they cannot protest while they are enlisted. Is that true?
Yes, that is true. We cannot rule it out though. And we did what we did because we never wanted to cause maintenance. That was going to disturb the peace. And so we did. It was not intentional, but we were helpless women that needed justice. We want to say sorry for those pregnant women, those sick people that needed treatment at that time, and there was roadblock. We are human. We fed it. We was going through that pain, but we just have to be strong to do what we did. We want to apologize for those that lost the flight. We say we are sorry. As the Army Wife Association of Liberia, we come as a team with all of the heads from various barracks. We got Lofa, we got Grand Cheetah Barracks, we got EBK Barracks, we got Coast Guard Barracks, we got Camp Sutsman, we got Camp Ware, and all of the grandchildren, and all of the smell notice, and you just name it.
Your action might cause
Let me
the
end.
loss of lives.
Let me end. We all here represented to say we are very, very sorry for what we did. With our hands in the air to tell you people how guilty we are. We say sorry, and we want to say thanks to our president. He's a man of wisdom. I want to say thank you, Mr. President, that you use your wisdom to protect the peace and stability of Mama Liberia by listening to the voices of the soldiers and their wives. And people will say it is political. No, our entity is not political entity. I feel sad when I hear our own Liberian people telling us that we wanted to achieve a self-interest or we wanted to achieve our goal. That is sad. We are all from various political parties. We are not here to fight this government because this government is our government. And the last time I checked, the soldiers and wives remain neutral in politics. I want it to be clear to the Liberian people today. We want to say thank you to you, Mr. President. We really not hit the retired General Johnson, but his action was forbidden and there was no way the soldiers could work with him. So they sent us out there to do what we did. And what we did not even happen in EBK military barracks. Are you people all aware? It was national protest. So because of that, we know we are guilty to the entire Liberian people. That is why we are here. And one thing I want to tell the president today, Mr. President, I want you to address the area of corruption because Johnson have retired, but there's still check mark. There are things that need to be cleaned. We have to clean the mess, Mr. President. I want you to please use your humble office and use all of your people to see how best you can carry on a clear auditing.
Well, basically,
yes, we regret the action. We regret our action. And one thing too, I want to also say something. You cannot ride a waiting horse to death. We just never went on the road immediately to start protest. We are all educated people here. We know our rights and we know the first procedure to follow before we run in the street for protest. We wrote our petition as our head said, Mr. Josephine Cole said. We wrote a petition. We carried it to the House. We carried it to the Senate. We took it to the president's office at home. We did all those things that needed to be done. But when we turned our back, brother, the man was nominated. Meaning, somebody took our petition, did not deliver it to the president because that president has sat with on Sunday. He's a man of wisdom. I believe when he was going to see that petition, he was never going to carry on that nomination. So I don't want to hold the president responsible for our action, but I want to say thank you to you, Mr. President, because we sat with you Sunday and then we saw changes. We want to say thank you.
Okay,
And
so
in this public manner, I want to say something. Liberian, we know that we cannot really talk for our rights, and someone will want to wish on or I'm Mr. Steridon Red Walker in the public manner in line with my colleagues. We are going to put our life on the line, make it known to the public that should in case anything goes wrong with our life or our children, our husbands, our family, if there shall be wish hunt tomorrow, please look after General Johnson.
okay, quickly, the president on last evening after the resignation of the defense minister Prince Johnson, he appointed the deputy Geraldine George to serve as acting. How do you greet this later nomination?
That was so joyful for us. In fact, our president had a meeting with us and officially came out to congratulate her. It's all on the social media. The Army Wife Association congratulated her.
Okay.
So we see
So I
here,
think you know what it means, right?
Yeah.
we see here the Capitol building. You want to tell us exactly what prompted your coming?
Yeah. Okay.
As I was saying, we had an invitation to speak with the speaker, so that is why we came here.
Are you
What was
willing
the
and
meeting
prepared
all
to go
about?
through a punishment for
should
what
go
your
into
action might have
details.
caused yesterday?
We are not above the law, though, but our action was lot free. Our protest was peaceful. So
Yeah. Okay. No.
there is nothing there to be guilty of that we will be penalized for.
What's the final message?
Before I gave him my final message, I think he was in the
So the Liberian Senate pro tem have already formed a committee to have an investigation on this matter as well. Are you willing to submit yourself if the investigation is being done?
Who are they going to investigate? Us or our
Yes,
husbands?
yes, they are saying they want to find a means to investigate you guys to know how your protest came about.
Okay. You want to know how our protest came about? Can I tell the media how our protest came about? Can I go back to it? Because
So the question is, are you prepared to sit
Yeah, to sit
and
with
go through
the
investigation?
committee's member that will be appointed to have the investigation. Are you willing to sit with them?
we sat with them before and we can sit with them again.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Questions, fear no allegation.
Well,
Final
thank you very
message.
much.
Final message before we take
My
leave
final
of you.
message to the Liberian people, please let us leave this politics things out. Let's root politics out of the military. It was sad to read on Facebook that it was bundle of seditions. It was sad to know the military is comprised of different political parties. That which we cannot say here because our entity is politics free. We were not sent by nobody. We were sent by ourselves because we know the life we are living. We defecating in plastic. Our husbands cannot be promoted. No salary increasement, poor living condition. There are a lot of things to get out for. We don't need politicians to ring the bell for us. Our story is a sad story that can be bought by anybody, right? So I defecate in plastic. Why must I call politicians to exaggerate when it's already happening? It's something real though.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking to us.
And before you people can leave, I would like to recognize Mrs. Dees. Perhaps she has something to say, and also recognize all of the leaders from the various barracks. They may have something to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mrs. Kamwan, where's Mrs.
I'm
Kamwan?
Mr. Sticks, one of the leaders. You see, all of the people that are here, we are all leaders, and we stand for principles. We have been going through a lot of things for years. It's not about getting at General Johnson. It's the manner in which he talked to our husband, he deal with our husband. General Johnson broke the system of the military, and those things demotivate the people. So because of that, they had no option. That's why you see the barrier voted, the soldier voted crazy against people, against the government because why General Johnson attitude, the former president. So that's why again they won't come for rescue. They won't see him near Ministry or Defense. It was so sad for the soldiers. So we get sympathy with them, so we have to act for them. We have nothing more than what General Johnson did to our husband. We got nothing in common. We got no extra hate against him. But just his attitude towards soldiers. You left there, you got competent people. I got up to master degree holders. And you brought in people who are not of the same and profession. And gave them officer rank over our husbands. You gave them 2 weeks training, and they went up to get them captain and major rank. And where our husband more qualified than them and say lieutenant, master sergeant, sergeant, it's so sad. These are things that there's the only way we have to address the nation for them to know what is happening in the barracks. Most senators who they say, we know we can't even enter your barrack, we know how your barrack runs. The military has its own system. Yeah, it is true, but right now there is no merit system. When we say the system has been broken, General Johnson broke the system. So that's my final word.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I would like
Your Holiness.
for clarity, I would like you to hear from the Bureau of Barracks leader after Mrs.
Your Holiness. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say hi to the public, and we are actually sorry as our wives, we are sorry for their action. We did this because of our husbands. We did it to secure the peace of this nation. Because if our husband come out, we because we come out, we are a protest. So we are appealing to the nation. We are sorry, forgive us. We are educated, we passed through the level channel, but it was not addressed. So we are sorry for that. And we want to also thank our president, His Excellency, President Joseph Waka, for actually addressing our problem. The problem our soldiers are faced with, there are many. If we start to explain these problems, we learn from them. Some of our soldiers joined the army with the retired General Johnson. First class, second class, third class, they all came the same year in the army.
And with the meager salary they were making, they started with $81 USD. Some of them deprived us of our rights of good living, good life, good food to go to school. And they went to school, they educated themselves. After they got their degree, General Johnson said he will not give them their rank that due them and their salary that due them as a degree holder. After the president, the former president, Eddie Johnson said, he said that degree holder should make 450 above. But General Johnson refused that proposal and he did his own thing. He said he was not promoting, he will not even give you your merit that you deserve. Due to that, our soldiers got demotivated. But still, some of them were still educating themselves. They were still sending themselves to school. We know that the government don't have money because General Johnson told us that the government don't have money to pay these soldiers that send themselves to school with the meager salary they were making. But all of a sudden, General Johnson went and trained our children, young people, their children, young people, their relatives' children, and make them bosses over our husband that been in the army for 16 years. 16, 17, and 18 years. They are saluting those children. It is so sad. They are frustrated. Some of them are dying from pressure. Some of them are sick from pressure. And 90% of the soldiers right now, as we speak, their ATM card is in people's hands because they can take their own salary while they credit their money. Some of them get 4 children, 3 children making $250. How will you be able to pay children's school fees for out of $250 and feed your wife?
Yes, I, a special one from the CEOs, Dan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon television.
Oh yes, Stone to Spoon to be part of our discussion. Stone to Spoon Television, Spoon FM, Spoon Radio, Spoon TV, Tune to this platform, the late night show, every day to get to know what's happening in the country, to listen to diverse views on the trending national issues. I'd like to say welcome to all of you across the world. Thanks to you who have joined us via the social media. Of course, we're streaming across the internet on YouTube, Spoon Talk Live, on Facebook, Fabric TV, Super TV, and Spoon TV. And we're also on on radio as well across the country. And we want to say thanks to Gibi FM in Kakatama, Gibi County, Friend Radio in that's Grand Crew County, Trust FM in Bomi County, and Premier FM in Bon County. It's a good way to get the show started. I want to say thanks to all of you who have joined us. My name is Nelson Collier. Kindly share the program as you come on. This edition of the show is going to be very fascinating. Let me go across and bring in the man Jerawu Sandy, the first man to hit this set today. Sandy, it's good to have you on. Welcome.
Nelson, good evening from my end. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I saw yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
What do you want?
How are you doing?
I am great, man. I'm doing well.
Oh, you thought I wanted to say something?
Yeah, the way you're dragging it.
No, I'm looking for something before I say something.
Sometimes
I'm
you
looking
don't have
for something.
sometimes you don't have to say something at all.
No, I'm looking for that something. Once I see that something, then I will say something. I think I've seen it.
Oh, man.
I've seen what I wanted to see before I say something. But let me bring our co-moderator on, our own dear sister Amy from Marshall Territory, the Marshall Territorian. Welcome. It's good to have you.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Good evening. Hi, Cindy.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I seen that muscles. Those
Yeah,
muscles.
yeah. What's wrong? Don't talk about it here.
And interestingly, I stumbled across a video I want to show up
Don't
here.
show any video yet.
Oh, that's
Don't
the
show
one.
any video
You
yet.
know, I didn't know. You know,
Just mind your
listen,
business. Just mind your business.
listen. This thing is serious. They say Megan to all, but so now
Doesn't
Meg got to talk all. So now,
mention your half.
but on a serious note,
Uh,
the people that can exercise a day, they
mhm.
can go long.
Oh, they can go long. They can go very far.
Go
They
where?
can exercise. No, I mean they can do long hours of exercise.
Oh,
Have you seen people go to the gym and they just take 1-2 push-up and then they finish?
that's what I do.
Oh, if
After
not,
3 sit-up, I'm done for the day.
if not for your spoon show, I usually stay about 3 hours in the gym. So on the
3
weekend,
hours.
that's what I do. 3 hours.
Emmy, look at this video, Emmy.
Don't show any video now. Yeah, you don't have to show any video yet.
Show it, show it, show it.
Emmy, does the person in this video appear like someone who will go for 3 hours? Emmy,
I'm in the gym full day.
think about this.
Chelsea, what are you doing?
They've been struggling.
I'm struggling. No,
Let me bring the AFLB on.
He's trying to get rid of the GB.
exactly. The toboggy and the GB.
So the man does 30 minutes of exercise, 1 bowl of toboggy. You know, it's like you burn 10% fat, then you add 40%
Yeah,
fat.
40 back. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah. The plan is not to get rid of the food. The plan is to, remain healthy. That's it.
Oh my God, that's the best excuse ever.
No, but
And
me,
I agree with you. I agree with you, Cindy. Cindy, you can know how you call it.
But I think I made a man move in the army. You see the man?
You understand? I agree with you, my brother. You don't get nothing to worry about. Go do your lating to keep your body in shape. Your wife will see you low fat, you low healthy every day in front of her. It's okay.
That's it.
Meanwhile, let me show you a photo. Let me show you guys a photo of Alfred. The men are telling you to keep in shape. Anyway, we have to go.
Everybody want to share your stomach to the people.
But it's a great way. I want to say thanks to everyone, man. I think we can start the show now. Let's talk about what's on our minds. And then maybe we can start with Alfred, or let's start with you, Cindy, and then we're gonna go across. Let's start according to the time you came on. Alfred is the last man, on set here tonight. Yeah, but Cindy, what's on your mind? Let's hear you quickly as we. Or you want us to recognize a few of our folks?
Yeah,
yes, of course.
Yeah, let's recognize the folks that are here tonight to support us and back us up. Quite frankly, I don't have a lot on my mind. I'm looking forward to a great show. Lloyd, Mafila, good evening. Lloyd say, what about doing at the gym? I'm there to clean up. I'm there to burn some muscles, man. But thank you for joining us. We have a Visa Gateway. That may not be your real name, but good evening. J. Alaska S. Peters. Alaska Peters, good evening to you. Mr. Jonah Sonkale. Mr. Jonah Sonkale, good evening to you. Hassan, good evening. Emmanuel, I'm not even going to try your last name, but I think it's Oba Duan. Forgive me, Emmanuel, but good evening. Good evening to you. Our man, Cornel Lofa. Cornel, good evening. Amos T, good evening to you. Mr. A. Key Guardia, good evening. Is that May Tapla? May, good evening to you. And then we have Gabriel, good evening to you. All of you here tonight, good evening from my end. Felicia Washington, good evening. And all of you, thank you for joining us here tonight.
Joyce.
Oh, my Joyce. Yeah, my Joyce is always here. Good evening, Ma.
So, Emmy, you want to take on from there?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Nelson. Hi, everyone. I think what's on my mind is the conversation about
you're not recognizing the people anyway. You want to start what's on your mind?
I'm sorry. That's what you wanted me to do. Okay. Jeff P. Walker, Andy Lord, Emmanuel Scott, Kafa Yama, Joyce Clinton Harmon, and yeah, that's all I can see.
Okay.
Welcome to the shore.
Alfred?
Yes, I can see Mr. Let me see a few names that have not been called. We have Mr. Jack Jackson, Musa Fufana, let me see here, Amos T. Samson Thomas, and some Sarek FF that I need to make it. Sarek FF. And I also see Lisa Chen. Lisa Chen. I also see Pablo Brown, Benty Quid II, Marcus Flomo, Critical Esparé, You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, thanks a lot, man. And
let me also recognize Rose Onkali, Bo Dolly. They just joined us. So far, so good. Those are the names that I have. Not forgetting God Favor be too much. Cheche Dume, Mohammed Bani Hadara, Shelita, Denzel Nicholas Faridas, Yamatunsi, Doris Begu, and Jack M. Jackson.
Thank you. Thank you. Cindy, you want to do your quick 1 minute? What's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm getting some feedback. I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to mute, and then okay. That's
well,
okay.
Nelson, I am just looking forward to a great show. Quite frankly, I do not have much on my mind. So let's have a wonderful show tonight. That's it.
Okay. Emmy?
Thank you, Nelson. What's on my mind is about the president trip. And I think you guys had talked about that yesterday, but I wasn't on. And also I was watching the primetime today.
Your audio is low. Okay, yeah, but go ahead.
And a few things with Representative Yeke Kolba. Those are the two things on my mind. So I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't know what the topic is today to talk about. So I just stopped there.
Alfred?
From my end here, I've been watching social media, and what has captivated my attention is that Prophet Key is in town. The prophet arrived in Monrovia yesterday with a rising welcome. He had a radio interview which I believe was quite innovative and accepting. Usually on his show people don't want to listen, but he was very disciplined on the radio. Today there was the day of skirmishes at the Temple of Justice. As you may be aware, I am informed that Judy Annie had a lawsuit of I think $5 million, I believe.
What? Perfect. You got 10,000, sir.
So that's the news. I stand to be corrected on that.
You said
But
what? 30,000?
I think a $5 million lawsuit against the prophet.
It's actually a $5 million lawsuit.
A $5 million lawsuit against the prophet, and the prophet decided to respect the law. He went at the Supreme Court today, I believe, to face his accuser. He was at the Temple of Justice, and everybody wants to see the prophet. It was a little bit chaotic, but I just want to say thank you to the Liberia National Police again for handling the situation very well. I think nobody got injured in the process because everybody was like wanting to see this one prophet that have been on the social media for quite a long time and finally showing face. Everybody want to see him in flesh and blood. So I think it's a good thing that every one of us that criticize the government, that we can have the opportunity to come home and nobody has to be taken to and through in our house. I think it's a good thing. Thank you.
Simply wanted to see him because they wanted to whoop his butt. They're with me.
Yeah, and
but it was interesting to note that the Liberian National Police also provided security for the prophet today.
They needed to. They needed to. They were going to whoop it. I don't want to say the word, but yeah, he was getting ready to get a whooping.
And
it's too funny.
This is very interesting. We have a lot to talk about, but time might not just permit us to go into everything. There have been this concern, man, with respect to the talking about this whole asset declaration, and a lot of folks have been speaking about this. They've been expressing their views on it. The president did declare his asset, and pending verification from the GSC. But aside from the president, there are lots of other people who have been appointed. Those people were nominated. They've been confirmed by the Senate. For example, yesterday, the health minister officially took office at the Ministry of Health to commence work, start her duty as Minister of Health. Talking about Dr. Louise Maple Puto. On the other hand, the same yesterday, the Agriculture Minister, I understand, officially started work as well. The police IG, Colonel Gregory Como, has officially started work, and they're at the Liberia National Police. The head of the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency have started to work as well. Commerce Minister Mr. Ami Modak is one of those persons who have taken office. He have started work following their confirmations. Manasera Beslo Yanti is also one of the officials, one of the high-profile members of the cabinet who have started work too. And in the midst of everything we're talking about, so much was said about this change, about the way the previous government went about doing things. Some days ago, I think that was about a week ago, I displayed a newspaper publication here, a publication that was done in 2019, sometime in May 2019, when President George Weah was cautioning his officials, members of the cabinet, to declare the asset, more like sending a serious warning out to all of those members of the cabinet that he wanted them to declare their asset. In 2019, at the time President George Weah was sending this warning out, it was already over 1 year in his administration, because he took over in January 2019, the 22nd of January. It was already over 1 year, moving very slow, very, very close to 2 years. President George Weah, he spoke on this thing, he warned his folks, but yes, some of them did not live up to that. But meanwhile, we have a law that says that those officials, those public officials, all three branches of government, they are supposed to declare their asset. The other day we displayed that here. We talk about it. And there have been an amendment where those people are even supposed to make those assets public. Now the big question is, why aren't we seeing the officials, especially those top officials of government, the ministers, the police IG, and some of those people who started work already, why are those people not declaring their asset? Why is there nothing being said about the asset declaration for those people? And why haven't we seen them making their asset public, like Senator Dillon did, for example? He declared his asset, he made it public. At the end of the day, they were back and forth as to whether Senator Dillon was saying the truth and so forth. Other people commended him and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he declared and he made public for the sake of transparency. And so this is where we are. It's really important that we continue the conversation around these tough issues. I know it might not be an issue that some people may want to hear tonight, but this is the question. Do the people who are raising these concerns now, is it something that is worth talking about? There are others who say that the people just coming. 21 days, 22 days, 23 days in government, they're just coming. So you give them a chance. They will declare their asset and make it public. But there are concerns around this thing because the law says before taking office. So it means that the confirmation that went for Gregory Cuomo and all of those people, as they were confirmed before taking office, their assets supposed to be declared. So this is where we are. I mean, let's start the conversation around this. Let's start with you, Cindy, and then we're gonna move to Emmy and then Alfred. What do you make of this whole conversation that has sparked, or when it comes to asset declaration, and if you may, the whole aspect that has to do with making it public, especially for those who have taken office? So many of our ministers, they started working now. Is there any change? Are we seeing any change? Comparing what happened with the CDC government to what is happening now?
So Nelson, thank you for the topic. My brother Lloyd, I'm not researching to speak. I'm actually, you're right.
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
No, but he's not, and I'm just joking. I like the fact that he's picking on me in the comment section. I'm actually I'm in the middle of doing a homework and trying to, focus as well. But Nelson, is a very good discussion. When we joined this rescue train, we joined the rescue train believing that things will be different. We still are very optimistic that things will be different, that Liberia will be better. That's the we have that assurance. But we expect that even in the very early stages, things will be different. Things will start to see some changes for our country. The issue when it comes to asset declaration, Nelson, is very important. The last time we're here, we talked about it. We outlined reasons why top government officials that are at the very top of the ministry, at the very top of the legislature, at the very top of the executive, I mean, all of them, it's very important that they come and tell the Liberian people what they are coming with. So that tomorrow, for instance, Mr. Amin Moda, who is a businessman, when we start to see major progress in his life, which we want to see. We don't want to sit there and start questioning where Amin Moda is taking the money from. We know the brother is a businessman, but Mr. Moda, what are you coming with? Declare your assets. How many properties do you have? How many, what is your bank account? We need to know. What are your affiliations financially? We need to know. So that tomorrow, 6 months into your position, 7 months, a year, 2 into government, if we start to see new development for Mr. Moda, for instance, we know we want to compare. How much are you making? What is your business bringing in right now? For people that Amin Moda, I chose him for a reason. He's a businessman. Often Nelson business people that comes to government, they make excuses. They use their business to shield corruption. Okay, and I'm not accusing Brother Moda. That's not what I'm doing here, but I'm giving an example. People that comes in with businesses use their businesses to shield, to cover up corruption. If you go there tomorrow and ask him, he would probably say the money, the development you see in the new building, the new car I'm driving, all of these new development in my life comes from my business. But if you have told us what the businesses are, where the money coming from, how much you have, it will give us a clear indication for us to know exactly where the new development is coming from for your life.
Now, do you think at this time?
Quickly, I don't want to forget this. The government officials should follow the footsteps of our president. The president declared his assets, even though we have not seen what is in it. But the president has taken the first step by declaring his asset. The next step now is for us to know exactly what is in the asset declaration. We will expect those coming into government to follow the steps of President Joseph Yuma Boakai. By not declaring your asset before taking office, it's wrong, but it's not too late yet. They have just taken office.
Yeah,
Come
because
out now and
that's
declare
the
your
next
asset.
aspect. That's the other aspect, Cindy. A lot of people had issues, even with the asset that was declared by the president. Well, others said that going back to the law, a lot of people said that going back to the law, the very code of conduct that mandates all those public officials to declare their assets, it says you should declare before taking office. And so the debate then was that the president had taken office before he declared. But now coming to where we are, I mean, do you expect that those other officials of government, the police IG, for example, the commerce minister, the health minister, the agriculture minister, the education minister, and the foreign minister, and all of those people, I mean, did you declare that? Did you expect that by now those people will have their asset declared already?
According to the law, that's what it should be like. That's how it should be, Nelson, according to our laws. You just explained the law to the Liberian people. The law said declare your asset before you take office. The law did not say come to office before you declare your assets. What if on day one, somebody come to you and give you a huge gift? You are Minister of Commerce, for instance, a business, some business tycoon somewhere want to do business in Liberia, came in some secret and gave you a huge financial gift. All of a sudden, we start to see you, growing wing financially in Liberia. How can we question you? We don't know your asset. We don't know why you own prior to coming to office. So the right thing is, according to the law, declare your asset before coming to office. But people are doing it intentionally to test the law. And that's why it's important for our lawmakers to step up. The lawmakers should ensure that the laws are fully implemented. If the ministers that were just confirmed disobey the law, The lawmakers should call them to book. Why haven't you declared your asset? Why didn't you declare your asset prior to taking office? In fact, I will go further by saying this confirmation hearing should be inclusive of asset declaration. When these people are coming for confirmation hearing, ensure that they come with their asset. Let them declare their assets there.
And Cindy, that may be another difficult thing, another tough path there all by itself, because the law did not say declare your asset before taking office. Or let's say it did not say declare your asset when you're going for confirmation. It says upon your ascendancy to that office.
Okay, so that's
after the lawmakers have confirmed you, then you declare your asset. As you're going into that office, you're stepping into that office with your asset already.
So Nelson, if you are applying for a job, you take your resume. Part of the resumes for them should include their asset declaration. Whether you get a job or not, you still have to take your resume, correct? Let that resume be an inclusion of their asset declaration.
Thank you.
And if they fail to do that, then well, we cannot confirm you. And now let me end quickly. We have to move forward as a nation. They think that CDC didn't do it yesterday, so we will not do it today. We will not make progress. If we are serious about changing our country, developing our country, being on par with our neighbors in other countries like Rwanda, they did not do it magically. They did it by following the laws. They did it by respecting their laws, by enforcing their laws. That's how those countries got developed. That's how they are moving forward. If we continue to blame the past, we are people, they declare their answer in 1 year, so we do our own 1 year, then we are not serious to develop Liberia. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Cindy. Amy, you want to go?
Yeah. See, I try to be careful, right, with this whole criticism in the early stage. When I said I will be critical and hold the government feet to the fire, I have a grace period. That's just me, right? I give them a grace period. So I don't want to come out as all tough and accusing them of something, and later on I found out that's not what it is. However, they were supposed to declare their assets according to the law before they take office.
Let me go on, come back.
But we're hearing you. So if you can hear, then there's something wrong with your gadget. Yeah, go ahead, Amy.
Yeah, before they take office. So that's the little lapse in there. But my opinion is that maybe since everything is all over the place, they want for everybody to get situated, get in there, then they start to ask for these things.
Everybody to sit. Take for example, Amy, the health minister have started work. The police IG have started work. Do we?
Okay, hear me out, Nelson.
What's your grace period? What is your grace period? How long do you think Liberians should wait before voicing out their concerns about this legal issue, this legal requirement for public officials, something that they should be doing even before taking office?
Yeah, it should have been done like my brother Cindy said. But you said that it's not part of the law. I was thinking the same thing too. As you go for confirmation, you should also present your assets. Yeah, you should declare your assets. But since that is not mandatory for them to do, for my grace period, I would say after everything is settled, the entire government has been settled, I said 1 to 2 months.
1 to 2 months.
Yes. That's
so 2
that's
months.
one thing.
2 months. Amy is telling us that Liberians should wait for 2 months before voicing their concerns when their leaders who are supposed to declare asset have not done so. those people who should be declaring an asset upon ascendancy to those different offices, or even before taking office, when they've not done so, the first week passed, the second week passed, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, and eighth week, before Liberians start to raise concerns. Now, because I mean, the real truth about this thing is the expectation of the Liberian people rose so high. That expectation was raising so high by this administration when it comes to transparency, respect for the rule of law, and all those different aspects, those different companies. So that the expectation was that some of the things that happened under the previous administration, that we'll not get to see those things. Take, for example, I just brought, and I'm going to bring that article again, when President George Weah himself, he declared his asset last minute to the time. The last month, the grace period, that's when he declared his asset. Now, aside from that, 1 year after the administration, he took over January 2018. In 2019, he was still telling his public official, you go declare your asset. If you don't declare your asset, the allotment are supposed to come for you, but the Ministry of Finance will block it. It will not come for you. After 1 year of the administration, is it fair for us to see similar thing happening now? Is the 3 week period or time frame an excuse enough for Liberians to be listening to at this time?
It was wrong then, and if it happened now, it would be wrong. Okay, this is what I'm saying. That this is my reason of saying 1 to 2 months after everything is done. Now, see, you see how chaotic it is right now, just to get people into, their various positions and stuff like that. Everybody all over the place. And I don't think President Waka meant to wait till the time that he waited before he declared his assets.
Okay.
He's always he was running. He said it. After he won, he had an interview. He said it. No one made him to say that. That was his intention, and that is now. So what I'm saying is that, yeah, we can say, yeah, it is the law. It's supposed to happen in that case. But since everything is all over the place, that's why it was going to be important. Why they are going for confirmation, they take it with them. If not, everybody all over the place is trying to get people in places, and everything is. I think that's why they're trying to let the dust to settle, and that's what I said. After that, it should be 1 to 2 months of grace period, not 1 year. No. Then you ask for it. Everybody, everything is settled. Bring in your assets declaration.
We're gonna take Vasco, and then
that's what I'm saying.
We're gonna take
I'm
Vasco,
not,
and then
I'm
we'll
not
take
saying
Vasco.
that. Oh, you can say something.
I mean, 1 month violation, 1 year violation is the same violation of the law.
It is. I'm not saying it is not, but
okay. But anyway, let's hear from Vasco.
I'm not saying because it's 1 month so it's better.
But whether Vasco should be part
I
of this
think I
conversation.
can understand why it's being delayed, but I'm not going to let you
Why,
wait till
Nancy?
1 year to send it in.
Thank you.
The
I don't
discussion
know
should
as
be
to
for
whether
us.
Vasco should even be part of this conversation because
No,
Vasco,
this
your
is
government,
he had no stand.
government failed miserably. Your
Yeah, that-
government was a failure when it comes to this whole asset declaration thing we're talking about. And so many of your public officials did not declare their asset. Even the other aspect of this asset declaration that has to do with doing your exit when you leave in government, last minute of time, LACC, GSC, they were publishing news of people who not declaring, the people who not declare their asset as they leave in government. Majority of them did not tell the Liberian people how much they left government with. But anyway, let's hear you. You are Liberian. Let's hear what you have to say about this issue, considering that your CDC government miserably performed when it comes to this whole asset declaration thing. But let's hear your take. Where do you stand on this one?
Thank you, Nelson. And let me say hi to my fellow panelists. Nelson, sometimes when you see the fact, you say it. Not everything you have to defend. And according to you, if my government didn't do it the right way, that was the reason the Liberian people listened to the rescue team and they kick us out of power because they expect them to come and do it the right way. So, but Nelson, if the hair, you know, they say the fish get rotted from the hair. If the hair, which is the president, will start to violate the law of the land, what you think the other people that behind you will do?
Thank you for that question.
Almost everybody. For me, I don't call what the president did as an asset declaration for the rescue team. No, that was not what we were promised. We were promised that on day one, I will declare my asset and publish it. That's what we were promised from the rescue team. They were going to do it different. But for the president, up to now, publish, just when get a piece of paper with a brown file. We don't even know whether that thing that was in the file was his asset. We don't know if business. We don't know if that was just a mere charade to make it look that, oh, the president went to declare asset. But I can tell you for sure that was just a plain, something that was just playing my day in the LACC. Oh, the people will come here and this and that. Because the same thing you did with the drug test. We in America here, we know they can do drug tests. How can you go do drug test? You just sit down to the place. We go do drug test. Either your urine will ask you for it. But I bet you to go back to that video. Say the president entered that place. He didn't move to his seat and they said,
no.
Oh my God.
No, I mean, no interruption.
No, I just pass it.
Please play the video.
I was just passing around. That's not the topic there, but I just passing around.
Yeah, but don't lie passing around.
No, I mean, you're interrupting. Did you expect to see the urine, or was it the drug test you wanted to see being conducted?
Next week, yeah. When we go out of the year, we know when we go into our drug test for your job here, they will tell you to go and bring your urine.
So that the urine you wanted to see, not the drug test, and it still went on.
No,
the test
so which means no, the urine. You want to tell me the president did a urine for a horse? They were in a car. What coming?
Come on, Vasco. Vasco. In fact, leave that drug test thing. Let's go back to the asset. Now, Vasco, is it fair to say? Is it fair to say that this administration is just taking off? It's been about 3 weeks, and it's still too early for Liberians to start to make issues of this whole asset declaration thing.
Nelson, look, to declare an asset, I don't think it take you even a day. Just to let the Liberian people know what you bring into the job, what you have before getting to the job. And for these people, I mean, we will not sit here because we know how these people came to power. They criticize everything, and Liberian people listen and say, yeah, Joe, we are do that thing good. We will bring a rescue train, they will do that thing good. So it don't have to be it's too soon or it isn't that. Even if it's too soon, the president being in this country, we all been seeing President Bouaka all over the place. We know President Bouaka maybe only having like a lay horse to rehab on his farm to how they call the other place. So what will it take him to let the Liberian people know this is the thing I have it? More Ali then going to government, took office today, he declared asset.
No. Mo Ali did not take office today.
Mo Ali I saw Mo Ali today.
Yeah, Mo Ali went to engage with the guys. He went to hear from the workers and stuff like the workers. He hasn't been confirmed.
So why
you just passing around that one too?
Why you went to do that? Because if you're not confirmed, you don't have to go and start to ask questions. You're not confirmed. You're just the main job. You have to pass through the confirmation before you know that you have a job. That the same thing Luther Tabet did today, the Papa getting a job. It is wrong. The people doing everything wrong. Nelson.
So your thing is the whole idea, the whole argument about it's too early is not something for anyone to listen to.
Nothing. Nobody should listen to too early. They told us to do it better. And since the king, there is nothing positive. The United Party or of the rescue train are done. Nothing positive. Send the Kim, everything get upside down.
We don't expect you to say anything good.
Thank
No,
you.
no, if you do something good,
You're critics. We don't expect you to say anything good.
I mean, you're interrupting the brother.
Yeah.
We're about to
I'm
move to our friend.
interjecting.
Thank you
This
for
is
the topic
different.
because, I mean, these are the things that you need to be doing because this show is widely listening to.
You
When
telling
we
me
come
that?
here and like I told you guys,
With all
you
your
need to be-
misinformation, you telling me that?
You need to be the Cindy. Cindy supported the rescue team, but he said the fact. But the judge asked you, general, he said, "Oh, hey, I get to put 2 more."
That's what I said, and I said that my reason. I never said they did anything right. So
No,
don't come here.
Emmy, no, Emmy, you are interrupting Vasco. Vasco, please
Oh,
take
I'm
1
not
minute.
interrupting when the man is talking to
Yeah,
me. He
no,
don't have anything
yeah,
to
but
do with
let's have Vasco to conclude. Then you will come in and make your
Okay.
point or whatever. But let's have Vasco to conclude, and then we'll move to Alfred. Vasco, just conclude in 1 minute, sir.
Yeah, so I mean, Nelson,
One more minute.
the president was in a complete error when it comes to the asset declaration. So the rest of the guys, ministers, director, whosoever, they're smart. They say, but if the president and the man we appointed cannot do it the right way, who can we ask us to do it the right way? They have a point. So I see the entire government of just, I mean, the people said Georgia government was stole, but they still now be in this government. Because all the guys will come to power or declare asset, trust me.
Thank you. Let's leave you there, Vasco. We're gonna move to Alfred, and we'll come to you, Emmy.
Oh,
We'll move to
wow.
Alfred and come to you.
Okay.
Alfred, let's take on this issue.
Well, thank you so
It's
much.
been 23 days or a little over that, and the whole discussion about asset declaration is still on hold. Liberians are getting concerned. Why are we not seeing top officials of government who have already started work declaring the asset? The health minister started work. The agriculture minister is already on it. So many of them. The foreign minister is working already. You know, the police IG. You know, police, that police, the Liberian National Police is a very sensitive area. And then the man going to serve as police IG, up to now, Liberians do not know what his asset is. How much is he going to the job with? What his net worth is? Let's hear your take on this issue, Alfred.
Thank you, Nelson. In as much as I support Mr. Boakai presidency, and I'm still hopeful. I am still hopeful that he will do well. Nelson, I believe Joseph Boakai has a lot to do. He is the last generation of the 1940s to come to power. After Joseph Boakai, you will not see another face like Joseph Boakai in our elections. So that's why I'm very hopeful that he will leave a legacy that some of us who may want to go into elections in Liberia, we can look back and say, we can say when we are 60, 65, we can say, yes, it was some point in our history that we fought for change and we're part of that change. We want to be proud of that legacy. So we will not come here and start saying, too soon, let's get in 2 more, let's get in 3 more. No, there is no excuse. This is 176 years our people continue to live in abject poverty. There's nothing too hard in the law. Article 90 of the Liberian Constitution states very clearly, if you allow me, let me read that. I say, no person, whether elected or appointed to any public office, shall engage in any other activity which shall be against public policy or constitute conflict of interest. It goes further down to say, the essence of governance is the integrity of the public service as delivered and rendered by public officials and government employees. And since their activities account for a majority of the work of government and have extensive influence over the life of the people, that means that their influence, their role they play as government officials is very germane to the livelihood of the people. So we are saying that the outcome of the code of conduct number 1 is the issue of integrity, the issue of fairness, the issue of respect for law and order, the issue of procedures, the issue of confidence in the institutions that you are going to represent, the issue of morality and integrity. So when we come here, we should not sugarcoat this thing. There is nothing too hard. There is absolutely nothing too hard for individuals who are being appointed by the president, in fact, the president himself, to be able to abide by the law. The law is very clear. Declare your assets prior to and thereafter. Do that. We have lived in this country doing the same thing over and over again, and we try to get different results. It will never happen until we stick to the law. I listened to my brother, Senny Jenna, making reference to Rwanda. This is a country that was on its knee in 1994. This is a country that nobody thought would have survived. Look at Rwanda today. Because the people abide by the rules and laws. Today you go to Rwanda, you can't hear the thing they call Hutu or Tutsi. If you see a Rwandi, you will think I'm a Rwandi. Because the laws are there. If you try to bring that division again, the laws will be forceful. So for me, there is no excuse for Joe Biden now to publish his asset at this point in time. Last week, he declared he's supposed to publish it for us to know what he's coming in government with. We cannot say because the people did it last year, they did it bad, George Biden did it, so we'll continue to do it. These are the same people that were saying that in the George government, people were inept, they don't know what they were doing, they were stealing the country money, they were doing all kinds of things.
No,
now they are there. We expect them to live by what they say.
More like someone who's siding now with Vasco. Why are you siding with Vasco?
Listen, I am not a...
You sat on this platform, you came on this particular platform, you told the Liberian people, you canvassed for this administration. Why not, try to fix things? Yeah, maybe you have your disagreements.
I am not a
why not try to fix things? You are trying to reframe the whole situation here, Alfred.
I am not a single fan. I am not a bull liquor. I am not looking for a job in Mr. Bwaga's government. What I am looking forward to is a better Liberia that I can be proud of. That's what I'm looking forward to. So I will not come here and play the sycophancy ideology. No, I will not come here and play the bow-legged ideology. I will not do that. Therefore, a speed that people have suffered so long. Liberia has suffered so long for this negligence. We don't respect our laws. Then we expect whether we compare to other countries that are progressing massively. Look at America. Look at Ghana. Look at Nigeria. When we say look at Nigeria, what Nigeria is doing. When no. We don't have no time for that. You can't do the point. Raise your hand up for somebody else to come and do it. As simple as that. Thank you so much.
Sorry, thanks a lot, Alfred. Okay, so we're gonna bring you in, Cindy, but let's take Amy first.
Okay, so my brother Alfred, I know the emotion is too high. Calm down with it. I did not ask anybody to give anybody 2 months. I said, go back to the tip and listen. I said, when I said I would be critical and I will hold the government feet to the fire, I have a grace period. I didn't say Alfred, give them 2 months. That's not what I said. And by me saying what I said,
why should people give the government 2 months? Why do you think the government should be giving 2 months?
That's my personal opinion because of what is going on right now. It's a mess. The whole hiring process is slow. It's going. We here talking about why can't the Senate speed up this thing, and then we here talking about the asset digger is a good thing, but if I'm going around trying to fix LEC, if I'm doing this and trying to get the whatever price or whatever, I'm not saying that's what they do. I'm just saying something. That and the asset declaration, which one is important? I'm not saying that they should disobey the law. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm just being, putting things trying to have some kind of reality thinking going on here. By me staying here and trying to act like, let me be this and try to be critical and try to be best. You gotta live in the real world. We all supported this government because we want a better Liberia. I'm not here to I don't want a job. That's first thing first. I don't want a job. If I were there, government job is not my thing. Okay. So by me saying what I said, I'm just trying to be realistic. The dead is already passed. The people that have been confirmed, have they declared their assets? No. It's already gone. So what would you do? Come here and be saying, oh, because why you yell it out all you want? What's gonna happen? Then they won't reverse the time, the hour. So that's what I'm saying. Let them come out and tell us why they delay. Before I start to criticize, I will give them time and hear from them.
Thank you,
before
Amin.
I start to criticize. Now
Cindy,
they
you
just
try
jump
to
to
come in.
conclusion. They just start to go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Amin. Yeah, Cindy, please make your point.
Well, Nelson, this is a public forum, and when we are here, one of the things we are here for is to educate and also to learn from one another. Vasco, I appreciate the recognition that I'm balanced on the show, but I'll also make sure that I checkmate you. I come from the healthcare side. When you go for drug tests, I don't care whether you are a public official, I don't care whether you are the president of the world, your privacy is very important. There is no way you will expect that the specimens of President Bouaka should be disclosed to the public. No hospital, no clinic will do that. What we want out of the drug test is the results. Is the drug positive or is the drugs negative? We do not expect that clinic to show us how the old man going in the bathroom to collect his specimen.
Thank you.
Just because he's president, his privacy matter. In fact, Omer Bouaka is not mandated to do it publicly. He's not mandated to go there and show camera. Press could have been out there to say, oh, the president was here, he did a drug test, the president is drug free. That's it. But I think he tried to do the best thing to tell the Liberian people that, oh, I'm your leader, so I'm here doing my drug test. That's why they actually carry camera there. But privacy in healthcare is important. I'm a healthcare administrator. If any of my clinicians show somebody video while doing drug tests, well, find another job. So, my brother, that's not how it's done. Thank you.
Cindy, that's a water on the rock. Vasco will criticize regardless. So you just wasting your breath.
You know, but this is important. Now, does asset declaration in any way reduce the whole or does it in any way help against the fight in the fight against corruption? Does it help in the fight against corruption? Because now a lot of people are concerned about this. People keep talking about it. Yes, at some point it appears to be more political, especially when folks from the other side of the table are talking about this, the way they will push it. Vasco here, for example, he is a strong supporter of the CDC. The CDC led this country for 6 years. Under the CDC administration, some of the people who served in those key positions, some of them did not declare asset. All right? Vasco did not criticize the CDC.
Not at all.
It falls in the case of the Unity Party. He says the Unity Party said they had a solution for the country, so by now they should be rescuing the country. And so it gets to a point where this whole conversation becomes more political than what it should actually be. But then the big question is, does this whole asset declaration thing, does it in any way help in the fight against corruption? Let's hear it from you, Vasco. Yeah, please unmute. You are muted.
It helped in the fight of corruption because it shows the people, it shows to the guys, the people who's responsible to checkmate government official when it comes to their asset. It
Okay.
gives them a clear understanding to know how this person came into government and how this person living in government. That is why it is so important for people to declare their asset. Okay. For what I'm saying is that what the law says. I know the guys will declare their asset. I know that they just all of them, they are following the footstep of the president. So the president broke the law, they will break it, they will declare the asset, which of course we know. But our point is these people. Every day you sat on the show, Nelson, you listen to the people in app, CDC, this, CDC, they know nothing. So we expect these people to do it better than us. This government is the most advanced government in the history of our country. That's how they've been classified.
So you think you agreed? So Vasco, going back to the question, you agree that this this asset declaration is going to help to massively fight corruption.
It's going to help, Nelson, because let me just say this for close. It's going to help because we all know the history of the Unity Party. Today, you see Liberia suffering for everything. Electricity, road, this and that. It derived from the Unity Party. The 12 years that the Unity Party got and the kind of money that circulated into our country, that we shouldn't have even stopped thinking about light or water under the George Weah administration. All those things have been set. So this same group of people going there, you know, Gregory Como was there, and how you call the finance minister was there. This same group of people, and all of these people, Jeremy Piadim, as soon as they left government, the bulk of them came back to America. They sat here and they're going back again. So what they never achieved when it comes to stealing in the 12 years, there's 6 years. These are the things that these people want to achieve. They don't love the country. So let's know what they came with. Let's know what they came with.
Sandy, let's hear from you on this.
Nelson, asset declaration supposed to help fight corruption. And I use the word supposed to. I use supposed to because when it's done for the intended purpose, when it's done without political attachment, when it's done sincerely, and I'm hearing background noise here.
Yeah,
when
can
it's
you guys
done
mute?
honestly, like the way it should be done, and there's, you know, we can prove that what is declared is actually true. And if we take out the political lenses to do it the right way, it is intended to help fight corruption. Sandy comes to government. Sandy must tell the Liberian people what he had prior to government. Does Sandy have another job on his side? How much is that bringing? What are his assets in terms of infrastructure? Does he have homes here in the US? Does he have home in Liberia? Is he paying mortgages here? What his monies? What is in his bank account? Not just limited to Sandy, but Sandy's wife. You know, we must know that once we have an idea, then we know, then we can audit Sandy lifestyle based on what we know Sandy had. Nelson, you can tell, there are accusations out there of government officials who became millionaire overnight. We were hearing like McGill. They said McGill they couldn't even afford 1-bedroom apartment. McGill then came into power. They became rich overnight. These are accusations. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm just stating accusations. Jefferson coaching and they said they couldn't afford a bicycle. Overnight they became millionaire. So if we have known what Kochi brought into government, then we can clearly audit Kochi that, look, when you came into government, you said this is what you have. Maybe, $100 in your account. This is how much we pay you monthly. Let's do the math. You were only in government for 6 years. How come you afford $1 million house? For instance, we can hold Kochi to book. We can hold Sandy to book. But without doing that, you leave space for Sandy to steal and make excuse. I have businesses, Nelson. I'm a professional guy. I can come into government and still maintain a consultancy job. I can still run businesses. But if I don't declare that to the Liberian people and use that to shield corruption and start stealing your money, maybe I'm a healthcare minister, and start stealing all the donor funds coming to the the health ministry. Then when you question me, I tell you, well, I have businesses. I have other things that bring income. I start making excuses because I did not declare my assets. I didn't fully disclose my information to the Liberian people. So yes, the intention is to help minimize corruption.
No, but Cindy, let me ask you this question. This law, this whole Alfred, you're not keep hurting our eyes. It's either you take that gadget you're using and repair it, or you forget the show today. But on a serious note, let's go back. Can we all mute? Let's go back to this. This is Temple 1 of the Code of Conduct. Declaration of asset and performance bond. Every public official and employee of government involved in making decisions affecting and contracting, tendering or procurement and issuance of license of various types shall sign performance or financial bond and shall in addition declare his or her income, asset and liabilities upon taking office and thereafter. Upon taking office and thereafter. Prior to taking office. Let me use it the way it's written there. Prior to taking office and thereafter, which means after, before and after. Now, but it goes down. If you see A, B, C, and D, this portion of the Code of Conduct states exactly when those people are supposed to declare. At the end of every 3 years. So whether you promoted, you're not promoted, in every 3 years, you should declare. Upon promotion or progression from one level to another, upon transfer to another public office, and D says upon retirement or resignation. Now you come to the other aspect and then blah, 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 blah. Sandy, this law, is it workable in the Liberian context? Is it workable? Is it possible for a country like Liberia to live up, to hold on to such a law? Because I'm coming from a place where, if you look at our governance, let's not go to President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Under her administration, they came up with this whole code of conduct thing and stuff like that. But from President George Weah, moving on to where we are now, even as we speak, portion of this code of conduct has been broken. Some officials, let me put it that way, some officials have already violated the code of conduct. People under the CDC administration massively violated the code of conduct. Is it advisable for Liberians to just trash the whole code of conduct thing, say that forget it, because it can't work with us, our system can take it, or is it workable? I mean, Sandy, let's hear you on this, then we're going to move to Amy.
Are we not a country of law? Are we say our laws cannot be respected?
Mm-hmm.
Don't we have institutions that will uphold the laws? So why are we asking if the code of conduct can be enforced or implemented? It definitely can, and it should. We should respect the laws. We should respect what we have written in the law, and we should ensure that the laws are followed.
No, but Cindy, I'm coming from a point where this law have not been followed. Previous administration did not follow the law. Nelson, and we're seeing a repeat of what happened with the previous administration?
Nelson, look, you and our generation must help to build our country. I always say on the show, I want to leave a Liberia that I did not meet. It takes serious responsibilities from all of us. I hate to go in the past. I hate to dwell in the past. John Brown did not do it, so we cannot do it. Then we will not build Liberia. Because Helen didn't do it, because Josh Weah didn't do it, shouldn't mean that Ome Bwaka and his team should not do it. It have to take someone to start the process. Our brother Afra will make reference to Singapore. I will always make reference to Rwanda.
Yeah, I'll make reference to Liberia.
It takes Paul Kagame to change that country. It takes Paul Kagame to change that country. Nelson, I was in that region, you know. You get to Rwanda, you will be surprised. It's like you are not in Africa. Workable system. Beautiful, clean country. The people are doing things according to orders. You step out of Rwanda, I went to Burundi, it's like I'm biking hell. I went to Congo, it's like I'm biking hell. Big Uganda, I went to Uganda, it's like I'm biking hell. Why is it that Rwanda in that region is doing well? And the surrounding countries around Rwanda that even have more resources than Rwanda are struggling. Do you know why? They follow their rules and regulations. They respect their laws.
But Cindy, in our case, a lot of people think that this law is not working. The very public officials that this law is supposed to hold accountable to declare the asset, some of them, majority of them are not declaring. So do you think we should hold on to this law and enforce and work on the enforcement aspect, or this?
Nelson, look.
Who should you blame?
We, the citizens, have, one thing we have done in Liberia, and I always think about it, we empower those that we employ. We empower them so much. Because, in fact, you can blame us all together too, the citizens. When we elect them, they develop strategies to bring us down, to keep us poor, so we can worship them. And we think that we cannot hold them accountable. If we start to hold those people accountable, stay on these network late night and talking about these things, protesting against these things, our country will change. I am very optimistic. I'm very optimistic that Liberia will get better. But I do not want it to be a very slow pace. I think we can do it. We need to hold ourselves accountable. We need to hold our leaders accountable.
Thank you.
The laws can work. Let us start with Bwaka. Bwaka have nothing. Bwaka have nothing to lose. Let me end on this.
Nothing.
Bwaka has nothing to lose. Let's mute, guys.
Can you mute your microphone?
President Bwaka has nothing to lose. He is not going to contest again. He's not running again. The old man is old. He's not coming back. Let him set the example for a better Liberia. Let him be strong on the law. Let him ensure that the laws are respected, that they are followed. Let him set an example so that leaders that will follow those examples. He has absolutely nothing to lose politically.
Thank you, Sandy, and Gladys. Kimber said it must work. Are we going to force this law down the throat of our public official? Are we trying to force something here? It's now. Let's hear from you, Emmy. Let's hear your take on this. This law, is it workable with us Liberians? Judging from all we've seen under the previous administration, and now we're gradually going down that same path when it comes to this asset declaration. Will you advise that we just get rid of this portion of the code of conduct. Maybe we can maintain other aspects and stuff like that, but this particular portion, we just get rid of it since in fact it's not working for us.
Not saying I'm kind of disappointed that you'll be asking questions like that. Just because the law is not working, so you get rid of it. The law is not working because the people who made the law are not enforcing the law. That is why it's not working. It's working in other countries because they are enforcing the law. The people that are in other countries, they are not better than the people that are in Liberia. We are all human. Here, if you set a law, you set rules and stuff. We drive. Sometimes we get to the stop sign, but some areas we look, when we see the police, we run through. But when the police is there, you better not do it. Everybody. You think America is so special? The people that are here, they are more human than the ones in Liberia? No. You have to enforce the law for it to work. If it's not working, like we said earlier, maybe people are complacent because they feel like, oh, you can take your own time and do it. Make it a mandatory that, oh, before you come for confirmation, bring your access declaration, something with you. They're bringing everything else. As Cindy said, resume, a CV, I mean, the same thing, a transcript and all of that. What would stop them from looking for the asset declaration, going to the banks and everything else to get it and bring it along with that? That would be more proactive than the one we're doing now. Than to just say, oh, you have to do it and they do it whenever. Even though the people they're supposed to give it to, they're supposed to demand that before your confirmation, before you get confirmed, we need this, or before you take office, we need it. It is not being done. That's why it is happening this way. So you gotta look into it and see why, and take another step into, enforcing it. Not get rid of it.
So for you, I mean, you think this is workable? You think it's workable? It can work with Liberians, but then the enforcement is where the problem is. Have we asked ourselves why this law have not worked for us since the past administration, up to now? Why this law have not, especially this aspect that has to do with the asset declaration? Maybe Alfred, you want to come in quickly? George, welcome to the show.
What? Nelson, you know why the law has not been effective?
Thank you, Nelson.
Because the culture of impunity in our country has made a law to be a two-flared bulldog. The culture of impunity. People come in government, they steal, they walk away. The next government account, they steal, they walk away. It has been like that for 176 years. So that's why you see all of our laws are not effective, because there has been no punishment whatsoever for individuals who come in government. They disobey the law, they steal in the government and walk out. In fact, the government now is seen as a place where you come and get rich, instead of coming to work to give service to your people. It has been a place now where people can come and get rich. That's why it's the biggest employer. That's why the government in Liberia is the biggest employer. No private sector. Everybody wants to work in government. That's why the law is not effective.
Wow. This is important. Let's hear from you, Josh. Then we.
Yeah, Nelson, thank you, and thank you to my fellow panelists. I've been listening in, been busy, but just listening in and just all of the views on this issue. And I think I agree with most people here. The problem is that the law is not working. The law is not working not because those who crafted the law did not factor in, to make sure that it was something that could work. The people that made the law knew that it could work. However, the people who are supposed to follow the law are not. Like, for instance, the current president, when he was not in power, he was criticizing George Weah about this particular law. He now declared asset. He's stealing that one. He now make it public. When Weah did not declare asset. They say, oh, because he's stealing that one, he won't make sure he put all the condominium inside. That one he don't want to do it for. When he declared it, he said, what you make it public for? We say, oh no, there's no law to make it public. No, he's ought to make it public. He's stealing that one, he don't want to make it public for. He get it now. He go behind the house to go declare it there. Almost 2 to 3 weeks now, or going to 3 weeks since he said he declared in the Zobush. We not see the paper yet. We not see nothing yet. I went on the website of LACC. I didn't see nothing there. It is painful, but here's why we are having these problems. We are having these problems because our people who elect us, I don't know how to describe that term because I don't want to get all the lashes I got here yesterday. So I want to look for a good term, a terminology to use.
You better look for that.
I'm looking for it because you see where I'm interested, Nick. That means you're waiting for so. So I just want to make sure that I use a better terminology. Our people are gullible. Our people don't hold people to account. Even our public opinion is swayed by who we support. You see it? Like now, even when George Weah was there, when he did not declare, what didn't the man will declare? Oh, wait, the man will declare. You get me? When he declared, the poster asked a different question. We say, oh, your way, the law said this, right? But now, those who even were saying, President Weah was sitting in the country mourning that why he didn't want to make it as a public or declare it. Now the law requires that you make it public. Our president now is not doing that. And even the people who support him now, instead of coming up and say, oh no, President, this is what we stood for. We stood against George Weah because we didn't want this sort of darkness. We wanted light. We wanted things to be open, transparency. That's why we voted for you. So please make it available. They are not saying it. When you say now that they can go for to deal with you. And this is the thing, because our people don't hold people accountable. Well, I'm not saying I just code alone to go to court and to say we're going to court, but in the public, let us open our mouth and say, look, President, look, Minister, look, Representative, look, Senator, whatever it is, please make this law work, because that's the law. Without this law, you cannot be leader, because these are the laws that even make us to go to the pool to vote. If there was no law, who cares about voting? The strongest man will be the leader, like in the jungle. So these are the things, Nelson. Our people need to make sure that their loyalty is to country, not to individual or party. And that's what we need to do. And we need to work on that, because I think it's not working. And that's why our politics is just having this kind of thing. Can you imagine? Our president will not have Valentine in Liberia because no power. He went to Ghana to go to the hotel with his wife. No power in Liberia, so he had to go.
Can you talk about Liberia? Stop being political for once.
The president did not go to do Valentine thing. But here's the thing.
Jesus
At about
Christ.
this time in 20,
Another quick question.
Man say you don't want latches, but
Is it a law
latches.
that requires that you make your assets public now?
Yes.
they've amended.
Yes.
They've amended it.
They have
But
amended
this is
it.
the thing. That's why you saw Senator Dela and the other folks. But this is the thing. I'm reading an article that I was reading by a news outlet here in 2018 in March. And in March of 2018, it's just about this time, because we're in February, March, just about this time in 2018, 6 years ago, Liberians were voicing out their concerns about this very asset declaration. And the president is one of those presidents, the former president, President George Weah, came under fire for this. And guess what? Your party chairman, Chairman Moba Molu, when he talked to the public medium, he talked to the media to defend the president, to say that the president came to the presidency as a millionaire. Maybe I should screenshot a portion of this article and share. The president came to the presidency as a millionaire. So Liberians should stop the politics about asset declaration, asset declaration, asset declaration. What happened? At the end of the day,
Nelson,
the president
sorry,
declared
go
his asset about 6 months after his ascendancy to the presidency. Now, this is the law. The law says you should declare prior to taking office, before getting there. But the president declared almost 6 months after his ascendancy to the presidency. Josh, is it fair to say that this bar roll we own, it was created by the administration that you supported.
Nelson, the reason why this CDC government is not in power is because of these things. Because the president did not declare an answer. Because the president built the spoke park instead of, giving people food to their houses. Because the president took all the small road money and put it together and said, look, let's make our road to the airport better. Let's build the airport, road instead of building the small roads. These are the same reason. All these problems that people complain about, that's why they voted against our government. So should we still continue in sin because grace abound? No. You see, I go into the Bible now. You see, you guys always make me to go to places that I don't often want to go. Should we continue in sin so that grace can? It's no. You guys vote us out because you said we're not doing the right thing. So do you want to say, if at all President Weah did it and was wrong? So this guy who said he could do it better, he has had 42 years in government. He's the most experienced person in the entire country in governance. You should still do the same thing? No, it cannot. And this is not what the people voted for. I did not vote for him, but I require that he does the right thing by the country, by the people. Because if we don't know what he owns now, he's getting out of power. He's still going to be broke. He's still going to, be taking loan. But at that time, we know exactly what he came with and what he left with. And that's what we want. So you cannot say because President Weah did it, so you have to do it. President Weah did it, it was wrong. This guy is doing it. This president is doing it. President Bouaka is doing it. It's wrong as well. And the thing is that even it's getting worse. Because guess what? He first came, he went, he did his drug test. I don't know what that ripple effect happened to the people on the streets. I still see people zooming, standing in the corner of the roads. It still did not work. Now, asset declaration, what we say, because the government is the hardest employer in the country, if at all it is working properly, the ripple effect will get to the people quickly. So declare your asset. You say, okay, you go and sit down in top secret behind the table, the top secret, they say, okay, yeah, it finished. Even said when they were opening the folder, he spy his own papers because maybe he didn't even see it. He spy his own paper in lower when the girl was looking at it, lower the data into his paper there.
I think you've learned it.
Exactly. You can give me 2 seconds, but you can get your 5 minutes to be talking.
When you already made a point, when you finish with your point, when the issues finish, now you can start going to the.
That's when you're other things.
Guys, our president gotta be serious. You gotta be serious. It's ridiculous.
But this is serious. While this guy was talking, while George was talking, I tried to get something to come on here. So, and again, what was wrong yesterday will always be wrong. It was wrong yesterday. That it happened, another person did it today doesn't make it to be right. But I'm about to pull up something. When the president was pressured again to declare his asset and make it public, these are the exact words of the former president. He said, okay, so forgive me the way I snapped this thing. I was trying to, yeah. But he said, this is what he said. He said, my asset is my privacy. My asset is my privacy. Weah responds to making his asset public. At long last, President George Weah has responded to calls for his asset to be made public after declaring them in keeping with laws. Now, but the point I want to make here is that we are at a point where, and I know the next argument would be that during this time, it wasn't mandatory, and so the president had the option whether or not he should make this asset public. But George, this is where we are. All right.
Can we read the amended version, please? I think a lot of people want to see where it says military department.
Yeah, my sister, I seen you talking here. I seen you talking here. Since the past, I think it had not been printed into handbill. They still get it to the foreign affairs. They still get it there later. They ain't printed into handbill. It has not been updated on the internet.
So
they seen you talking here.
But this is where we are. We want to wrap this thing up because at the end of the day, Liberians will keep speaking out. Just do your quick 30 seconds on this, Vasco. Let's do a 30-second roundtable, and then we take few calls. You are muted, Vasco. You are not on. You're muted.
Simple question.
Come again?
I just want to ask a simple question to the rescuers. We keep going back and forth with this access something. I want to know, like the CDC, we came to power on the march and said change for hope. And our target was 12 years to deal with the entire change that we wanted. But the Liberian Post said no.
But why would you target 12 years that you don't have?
It was not 12 years.
But you will be eating for 12 years.
No, Vasco, and I agree with you.
You can pay for 6 years. You can pay for 6 years.
No,
12 years.
Listen.
No, don't think you
Vasco, you are right. Go ahead. I support you. Go ahead.
Of course. Yeah, it's any difference.
Thank you. Our march was hope for change.
Mm-hmm.
And we were targeting 12 years to implement the entire change that we wanted in our country. Because the CDC government is not looking at the United Party government. The CDC government, most of the children that went into the government were just the first time. Even President, we were not even a politician. So they went there were a lot of mistakes. But these people, they were there for 12 good years. The president today, he was a vice president for 12 years. So he knew everything about Liberia. And look at the mantra the king with. Rescue. So no need of us arguing again. These people rescue. Every other thing that got damaged in our country by what kind of regime or whosoever. This identical government came to what? Rescue. That was the thing they were telling our Liberian people. Most people didn't even know what they call rescue in our country, but they were just running all in the street, rescue. But I can tell anybody, for the first three weeks, going to 1 month, it's going to be a serious disaster in Liberia. You can see it. President leaving country, nobody know president come and nobody see him.
What's going to be the disaster?
Next, the
protest.
This start. They already started. Like people watching. They can get you later. The president first major trouble out of the country. Nobody saw him going. Nobody know him. They lie all on.
Is he red carpet?
They keep lying.
Thank you, Vasco. Thank you.
Well, is he private jet and red carpet?
But I private jet carry.
Let's hold you there. Yes. Let's close up on this and take few calls. Alfred, you want to take your 30 seconds, please?
Yeah, let me take my 30 seconds before we go.
I didn't take mine either.
Look, Nelson. And like I say again, I grew up in Liberia. I experienced the 14 years of civil conflict in our country. This conflict affected my family. We never recovered from this brutal civil war that took place in our country. The wind of blessing now get me on the other side of the wall. Okay? So when we come here and talk about we want our country to be better, we mean it. That's why we come here with all the passion. The issue of asset declaration is the simplest law in our country that we need to uphold as a people. If we say we want to have a different trajectory, we should not continue doing the same thing and expect to get different results. We have to move past this issue of asset declaration. Those individuals who are being appointed by the president, they're supposed to help the president. They're supposed to declare their assets. It's not something that we have to come here and be calling on them and be pressurizing them. No. So I am calling all those young folks, the likes of Mo Ali, the Fadiga, all of them. You have a responsibility to yourself and you have a responsibility to the country. We want to see this country moving forward. Please declare your assets and make it public so that we can know where you guys are going in government way, so we can start to scrutinize your lifestyle moving forward. We want to rescue this country so that a legacy can remain, so that we get in 2029, in 2036, we can look back and see that we fought a good fight. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. And then okay, Cindy, let's take Cindy first, then we come to you, Amy. You take us to the phone line.
I mean, Nelson, certainly I think we have throw a lot of punches on this topic of asset declaration. I think it's very important. I agree with all of those saying that our government officials should declare their assets. I said that earlier that it's never too late. Let them do it now. Should have been done prior to taking office. Let them do it now. But look, we that have the opportunity to appear on this international platform to discuss our country, we must be mindful of some of the things we say here. We cannot anticipate chaos for our country. If we disagree, and some of us would disagree, that yesterday I totally disagree with that trip to Ghana and how it went. But to anticipate that our country will be chaos is not patriotic. I will be here to hold the government to fire. I will be here to hold President Boubacar feet to fire. But I will not anticipate chaos for Liberia. I know what chaos means in Liberia, whether it's hunger, whether it's civil war. I know what it means in Liberia. So let us come here with our ideas that will make Liberia a better country for all of us. I do not know how to be a politician. I'm not a politician. I'm a Liberian. That's what brings me here. And I want a better Liberia for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Cindy.
Amen, Cindy. Amen. Right. You don't, that's what I said sometimes. I don't like you speaking before me. You don't have to like the president because you want to see the country feel it's going to be a disaster. Words from your mouth. Thank God not listening to you. But words from your mouth. You got people in the country. You got your family there, I'm pretty sure. Still, because we are not there, so you want them to suffer. When Waka fell, God forbid, knock on wood, Liberia fails. The people in there, they went through such a disaster already. Then you pray for another one because you want to, we told you. That's it? Really? And y'all come here, y'all want to be talking about, Eddington, this one year. But during weird time, then when we try to remind you what happened during weird time, you say, don't go back. They send the man here and I let him first say, then why are you going back? Let's stay in Ouagastan. If you want to go back to weird time, let's go there with facts. Don't come here and spill lies and stuff. Let's go there with the facts and we will point it out. Nobody's saying that we did something wrong with Ouagastan doing it now. It's okay. Never. Nobody will sit here and say that. Okay, but we all have different tolerance. We all have different mindset. We all have different view. So we can say whatever we want, but let us back it up with the facts. We shouldn't come in and be spilling that stuff and say because we want to say, I come on this platform and I would stand. I would disagree with Boubacar government. I will hold their feet to the fire, but that does not mean in any ways, and I think everybody on the platform can speak for them, that we regret putting in there. No, it was the greatest thing to get we are out of Liberia. That is fact. Let me tell you that now. So because you see us beating on Boubacar doesn't mean there's any regret anywhere. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, let's go to the lines and take a few calls on this. Yes, Vasco believes that more of this will happen. Maybe he prays for it, but he comes back to say that he's advancing the president because he wants the president to succeed. And this is where we are. And his brother George supports him a lot.
They misquoted me when I said disaster. I'm not talking about any kind of a protest or whatsoever. Right now, if you look at the entire country, the Syria, you're hearing that everybody confused. They hit killing people. The president don't know what he's doing. Everything that us are done.
Where did they hit kill people?
But Nancy, you're in the country that you know.
He just
warned you about telling the truth. He's still going back with it. With
I've been knowing myself. Left that country. My little daughter never called me, but my daughter called me 2 days ago. Say, Papa, please try it.
They hit killing people.
They hit killing all inside. I said,
Wow,
can you
should have
call
read
me?
it soda better.
Did I
Yeah,
call
soda.
did I call Wiata?
You know, no, you know, you know a friend of
So
James.
please doesn't we are says
Hey,
yeah,
he
no
was
you know
very,
in the
we know,
country.
he not
Unless you
capable
know,
of
man,
asking we
yeah,
had to.
you know, we are time, man. Electricity, we enjoy it. Our people enjoy it.
But let's go to the
That's a
line.
mess.
Let's take few calls. 0 Imagine. Hello, you're live. Let's say your name and where you come from.
My name is Menin Parker, calling from Maryland. You see,
Okay.
my brother and Nelson, sometimes I really feel for those who love individual more than themselves. I see some men, they love church we are more than themselves. If that's kind of love they give to we is what they give to their women, I don't think they can find fault
No,
on their women.
my man.
Why should
Listen,
you defend?
listen.
Why
Let's take people family out of these issues. Let's talk the issues.
Okay,
all right?
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. See, really, it's people trying to love individually more than country, even more than themselves. They don't see fault on the person. I pity their condition. I can tell anybody. For me, I will never regret supporting Bwaka. If Bwaka does wrong, I will say it. Anything that goes the wrong way, I will say. I will never ever back Bwaka wrong. Just my own opinion, my brother. So if the choice is who
This
you want to
asset
love, more than
declaration
yourself,
thing,
fine.
where do you stand with this asset declaration thing? We're
The
going
asset
very close to
declaration
a
for me
month.
are really wrong. Let me tell you, my brother, right? One of the things I think Boga should do is simple. Before he appoint you and before you give confirmation, declare your access to him when you are confirmed that you didn't give your access. You declare it. I think that's the best thing. Before he appoints you, before you go for confirmation, he should have your asset declaration form with him or whatsoever that he declares you. He Boga should have it with him, right? Then when you are confirmed, he give it to you, then you turn it over. You have to confirm yourself, and then you take it 2-3 days, 4 days, 1 month to do what you want to do. Why take to declare your assets? It's very simple. You already know your assets.
Thank
Why
you.
would it take you long to do it?
Thank you. Let's go you there and take another person. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Hello.
quickly.
Yeah, I just want to take this time to say thanks you guys so much. You guys doing well for the Liberian people, and some of us are outside of Liberia. But I just want to tell Vasco and the guy, Josh, I always defending Josh. We had that. You know, this defend my candidacy thing is not the way forward. When someone does wrong, we should tell the person. We should not keep defending. We know that when my Ellen came in the power, we just came for war. So many things were spoiled. We know what she did. And everybody realized that, of course, Liberia was moving on the right path. But when George Weah came, he saw plenty of people, even people who supported him, started crying because everything started going backward. And everybody saw this, except for the few people that call themselves and also George Weah that could not really see this negativity, and they kept the blind eyes on the bad things and were only seeing the good part. So you don't need Ragged Santa to tell you that George Weah was taking the country in a very destructive path.
Going back to asset declaration, where do you stand on this discussion? A lot of people think
the
that
issue of asset.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the issue of asset declaration is a good one, but then on the other side, some people suggested that the House, before confirming, should request everyone's access before they can be confirmed. And we don't know what the Constitution says about this, because everything the guys do in the House there, they deal with the Constitution.
No, but
so
as
on
it
the other hand,
stands,
we will not blame them for that.
As it stands, there's no law mandating you to go your asset for confirmation. But what the law says is that you should declare your asset before taking office. And now we have so many ministers, foreign affairs, health, agriculture, the police IG, and a lot who have taken their offices without declaring assets, least to talk about making the asset public.
Yeah, we understand that. Sometimes too, the old man is an old man. We all know he's slow. He doesn't want to see something going by. He's thinking, and he want the best for Liberia. I don't think he's doing it intentionally. It's just like he had a lot to do, and we have to give him time. We have not even gone a month since the old man.
So how long? What's the time frame? How long you think Liberian people should get?
We should get a man at half a year to get all these things into place. Getting the man to the power just on the 22nd last month, and we are not even with the 22nd of this month. Everything should be done. I don't think it's fair, man. It's not fair enough. We have to give you at least half a year. Yeah. Thank you. Once again, my name is Adam Benson from Waterloo, Iowa.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your contribution. We appreciate you. Let's take Dr. Kelvin on the show. It's good to have you, Dr. Kelvin. You're live on the program.
Adam Benson from Waterloo, Iowa. Thank you, sir.
Hello. You want to reduce the volume of your monitor, sir?
Sure, it's good. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Colette, and the fellow panelists on the show, and to those in the comment section and Liberians as well, listening to the show in the diaspora as well as back home. Thank you guys. I like the mentality of Spoon, where in that way they bring about where the protagonists and the antagonists together on the show and make it a very great show, because where we can be able to debate on issues of national concern. Let me address the issue of talking about the access declaration. I think we should be fair as Liberians for those that have been given position and before coming, they should be able to adhere to the law. The law is clearly stated that you should declare your assets. Even if you have not done that before you taking off coming into office, you should also do it after you have come to office. Shouldn't be doing things that will be disturbing the government or disturbing the president.
Dr. Kelvin, there are two things at hand here. Number one, the declaration of asset. Some of those officials who were confirmed, they started work. The law say prior to taking office, some of them have not declared their asset yet. We saw that on the previous administration and it's happening now. Secondly, making the asset public. Even the president is yet to make his asset public. And those are concerns that some Liberians are raising. Do you think it's fair for people to raise these concerns now, considering that it's just 3 weeks into the administration?
Mr. Colette, thank you very much. I think it's fair for the president to make his asset public, and those other people that have not done that, those ministers that have already declared, or the senators or other officials that have declared the asset, I think it should be made public, so the public can know that.
Thank you.
The public should know what they have. So and when they're leaving, so the issue of corruption. So to eradicate it, if we want to build a good society, we should be fair to the society itself.
Thank you.
Having said that, we are Liberian, we pledge allegiance to the flag of the Republic of one nation. So the idea of being the country should be everyone of business. It shouldn't be the business of one person, but not declaring your assets. It means that you are not fair to the nation. Your allegiance is placed somewhere else. So this is why we encourage the idea of the assets declaration by everyone, including the president. And one more thing I want to say that I know that fellow panelists on the show, some of you guys can go against one another, but the idea that the president is not doing his work, I think that is wrong. You guys should be very fair to yourself.
You think the president is doing his work?
3 weeks, and started. You can see that last month, December, some of the officials of the government servants, they didn't take pay. But this month, within 3 weeks, the people have taken pay. So we are seeing so many things going on. Concession agreement have been signed, and so many things coming forward. So we should give the government chance as they are progressing, and the rescue is on course. And this government is working to see that the Liberian people will benefit from this government.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, let's go to the local lines and take few calls. 0555-101075. Hello, you live. Your name and where you call from?
Good morning, Nelson.
Yes, you're live. Let's hear you.
Nelson, this is Daniwale P from 540.
Okay, go ahead, Daniwale.
You see, the problem with this country is with us. My brother, when we support people, we don't tell them the truth. Yes, this is what happened to this country. When we support people, we try to defend them. Any kind of way, whatever they drink, we defend them. You see, people defend the judge in the kind of same manner. Today, again, people defending the other blogger in the same manner. It is not fair for we the Liberians. Do you love individuals in your country?
Thank you. Thank you,
we
sir.
Should love this country. We should love this country so much. We can't be like this. People say that going for rescue, and rescue come with what? Emergency. What are they doing? You say you're going to declare your assets.
You said people they want with rescue, and rescue they what?
Let people declare that to see what are bringing in government.
Thank you,
Because
sir.
people going out of government, get $1 million. Then when you come in government, you don't tell what you are bringing. It's not fair to this country. So let us be telling our leader the truth. People who backing today that they did it last year or they did it this Joriata. No, it should not happen this time.
Let's hold you there. Thank you.
It should happen fair place to take place.
Thank you. Let's take another person. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from.
Yeah, good morning, hello to all your panelists there. My name is Lawrence Wadeki, and I call from the Kent Highway.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been following the discussion on you guys are having tonight, and I always follow the discussion.
Okay.
But I've not been able to, when call, I can go through. But actually, it's often said when a Christmas would be good, start from the Eve.
So how the Eve looking?
We even though we supported the current president in power, and we changed President George Manabuya because the manner in which we were handling the country was not the right way we expected. So the act of official taking office and without declaring their assets is a sign and symptom of beginning and corruption.
Thank you.
We will not support that in this administration.
Thank you, sir. Let's go there and take another person. Hello, your name and where you call from?
Yeah, good morning. This is Ben Jasa, whatever Kawa.
Ben, let's hear you quickly, sir.
Yeah, thank you. You know, we should not have to pray for evil things in the country to be frank. The only thing we can do, but then we say, oh, Joseph, whatever Joseph, when it does wrong, we will speak it out. But to say, oh, maybe there'll be a disaster. I mean, it's not a good statement to be frank.
Okay.
And, you know, I can remember in articles, and the president then called Alassane Ouattara, the first year, he made a lot of error. But when he got on the path, now in 15 years, he made power now. They put a half every year in power, but he get 15 years now. And the man, when you live in power, they want you to stay there.
Okay. So you think things will get better? You think this is just starting, and so that's why things are the way they are, right?
Yeah, it's different about happening. You know,
Thank you, sir.
a lot of things damage only we are government. And also somebody come about current. My brother, and by the say government we are done join government one is not true to be friends.
Oh, you enjoy current doing we are done?
No, but almost the same thing happening. How do happen?
Okay.
Every day I do when you can solve for current. Now bad.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Let's take the final call from the local line, and we take two more from the international line, and then we wrap up. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead quickly. You live, sir.
Thank you, Antonin. I'm calling you from Power.
From Carwell, let's hear you.
Yeah. Okay, my brother. You see, sometimes as the other brother said, let's be frank. Let's look even the asset declaration we're talking about. If you start something from the beginning where you frank start to talk because the confidence is asking you to put you there. See the woman traveling to Ghana. The press release him that he's going to visit his counterpart. At the end of the day, where he go visit, he don't meet the counterpart, he made our president. How he and the president, so what they thought, nobody know. Who he come back?
Yeah, so the president called the trip short because his counterpart not there, so he came back earlier.
Okay, the man on there, you came back earlier, you say you met vice president. What did you discuss with the vice president? Elaborate, people need to know.
Oh.
Yeah, you went there unknowing to where you say.
No, but listen now, my brother. When you say unknown, did you see the publication on the eMansion website about the president's departure?
The departure, we saw the press release. We saw the press release that he was going to visit his friend and brother. I don't know what the conference is about.
No, listen. This is a public medium. They release, they not say he's going to visit friend, brother. No, don't make it to sound like friend, brother. Now, don't make the whole thing to sound like that kind of friend, brother thing, like that casual like that. No.
But I want to press release there. I'm reading the press release.
Okay, so wait. Just because of what you said,
Nelson, I want to press release said the initial one.
be bold and tell us, I don't see the person. But you say
That's what the initial one said.
Meet the past president. What did you discuss with the past president? Why did they why all discuss? We don't see no photo, we don't see anything like that. But even the president say the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs is going to expect along with the past president.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Where are we heading to? These are the mistakes when people are counting. Let's be bold. Let all us say so. Then the owner will be able to go on the ramp up. But when people start defending, then you will continue because those people are defending him. And the same thing we saw in administration. What we are pro defender at the end of the day, looking at this.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Somebody is going wrong. Let be bold.
Thank you, sir.
When we are pro defender again, when we get rescued again, we find it difficult in the country.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
We are pro defender now. Come and rescue defender.
Rescue defender coming in the country yet. No. They don't say. Yeah, please take 30 seconds quickly. So let's take the last call from the international line.
Could you send me? I'm developing a document. I want to send it to you.
The WhatsApp number?
Yeah.
Okay, just go on the screen now. You see the WhatsApp number there. The WhatsApp number is on the screen right now.
I'm not on the internet.
Go on Spoon TV. You're on the internet. You see the WhatsApp number. Okay, so listen. Take this number 0770
0770
918
918
639.
639.
Okay, so that's a WhatsApp number.
Okay,
thank you. Let's take the last call from the international line. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Nixon, and say good morning to you and good evening to the other panelists who are also in the diaspora. My name is Cheng Sid, like Gibson, and I called from Minneapolis, the Twin City of Minnesota, where we have the 10,000 lakes and the 10,000 jobs.
Thank you for the description, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Half of your time on your location. yeah, just go ahead.
First, let me go to debunk our brother Vasco. I did listen to Vasco. He said the CDC government at the time was a very young government. Even President Weah was not in government. And it be our imagination. President Weah served as a senator in Bolsonaro County, 3 executive years. So I don't know where Vasco came from. But anyway, Vasco left Liberia for a very long time. We understand the issue. Two, I other call on the show and I listened to my brother George. People said that the president left the country without informing the Liberian people. So why we have the 103 people in the House of Legislature? The president wrote the House of Legislature, which is the first branch of government. And those people represent the 5 million people in the republic. So those are people who will inform their constituents. We have to do with the district or the county level. So
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So if they don't know about the government, that is kind of who will rescue them.
Thank you
so much for
Thank you.
time.
Thank you. Yeah, maybe Vasco needs to be rescued. They're grabbing and putting on that train there and carrying him to rescue him. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir. You're live on the show.
Thank you. This is Peter Suarez. I join you from Philadelphia.
Oh,
Let me say good evening to all of your panelists. You see, sometimes George and Vasco, they actually got love for the country, but they can't make it. You know, they bring this narrow set of wanting to drag down the analysis into different aspects by being provocative or wanting to be more propagandistic than saying the fact. We say Mr. Bwaga should declare his assets publicly. That is why we say as a supporter.
Yeah.
But what are some of the things that you guys been saying to Juice Alicali? Former President George Weah, but then that was pretty.
President Weah is not in the picture now. President Weah said, I said like private say he got to protect children. So, but he's not in the picture now.
Yeah, I want making it the Liberian pool thing, and I'm not saying we should dwell on that. That the president now should not declare. I said no. What was wrong is always wrong, and I think we should be on the right path.
Okay.
The basic reason you see that people will come on the platform, the likes of Alfred, the likes of Sandy, the likes of Ami will come on the platform to criticize this current government, That is to show you that Liberia is in a different trend, and let people understand that their country Liberia gonna make different dimensions. That means that we are thoroughly done.
Thank you.
So George, and that was my brother Vasco. Thanks to you guys. No, you guys train the city, but you can't make it better. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The final call from this line now. Hello, you live. Your name and where you call from? Hello, are you here? Okay, so from the look of things, we might just hold everything right here because we're seriously out of time. Let me squeeze in this final one for here now since we can get it back. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. You know, all I can say that the library, most of them in the country not serious to be friends. I also say it. It will tell me these are said to be friends. What do we want? We are playing together. I said, what we do when they did it? Why you with it? Nothing. We have people that migrate and who are accused of corruption. You guys will vote for them. So you are not serious.
So you're saying that because people voted for Senator McGill, so they should not be talking about asset declaration?
That's what this doesn't mean asset is good, it's important. But even
yeah, just hold on shortly, we'll bring you on.
So they added the tree or the holiday tomorrow and have to do something in the corral, you go check it. You go already there and you see all you do you have to do anything to them.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. The final call now, then we'll go home. Hello.
Yes.
Can you turn down the volume of your TV?
Thank you. Sorry. Yes, you hear me now?
Yeah, you're live. You're okay.
Okay, good. Thank you very much for the show. I appreciate you guys, especially my girl on the show. Thank you guys. So let me tell you guys, small, please don't worry. The asset declaration is already being started. All those that are confirming, they're already by next week. They're going to see massive asset declaration.
No, but why the people already took office without declaring an asset when the law says you should do it prior to? The health minister already took office. The agriculture minister, the foreign minister, all the people started working out. So the question is, why do people under the rescue administration not declare the asset yet? But they know they're supposed to declare. They didn't do it, but they started working.
So now that's why we are not trying to close our mouth. We keep talking about it till every one of them declare their assets. We're going to make sure they all declare their assets because that's the rules. That's the rule of law. So we say we abide by the rules. We're supposed to live by the rules. But one thing I will tell you, these representatives and senators, they don't want to wrote those laws, but they're breaking those laws. Okay? So we're trying to demand them for them to declare their asset. We're not shut up. So, seriously, you shouldn't worry about it. We will start the fight before the fight even starts. So we will continue to hold them by their feet. Any people already declare their assets, waiting for the publication. Other people declare their assets.
Yeah, go ahead. Just conclude. Just conclude. He hasn't published it yet. But conclude.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to publish it. He already declared, and they're going to publish it. And then one thing I would tell, what's her name? Vasco, let me tell you. Don't get me wrong. You doing good on the show, but you're repeating yourself, and some things you're talking, you don't know what you're talking about because it makes no sense. Thank you very much.
No. Please be respectful to our panelists, man.
Okay, I'll take that back. But you're repeating yourself too much, and some of them make no. That's it. Yeah, thank you.
You know, sometimes, you know.
Vasco, my brother, will fall down inside.
You know, that's how it is. You know, but again,
you see, I mean, laughing when it didn't go.
Yeah.
I'm only laughing because she tried to find something to replace with that no sense, but she couldn't do it. She didn't.
One thing when they show me really made me laugh. I can hear you somehow, you know now. When Molba tell me Joseph will talk in Tabata.
Look, you don't want to start with Molba. you don't want to start with Molba.
Molba will deal with you, my man.
Listen, you can be on Molba like that.
Molba coming for you tomorrow. The man coming for you tomorrow.
The guy, you can come on the show and say, Molba said, Mama, how are you? Yeah, Mama, how you doing?
Okay, man. How are you?
Yeah, Vasco is on the show. Vasco says you come on the show always and you talk Tabata. I mean, and I thought to let you know. So, what's your response to this whole thing?
My man, Vasco, you know, people that Vasco, we can take them serious. Vasco and sat down over there. They were praising somebody who destroyed the country, and we were there trying to make some correction. And now you want to come back. What kind of correction you want to be? For us, we on our show to balance the topic. If we see something going wrong, we say it. We're not hide anything. So Vasco now is just is a empty drum rolling down a cracky hill. They just talk pile of noise. We add substance. So we can't take them serious. They are unserious people. They mean no good for Liberia. All they want is just worship certain group of people. That's
Thank
all.
you, Moba.
So
Moba, I just thought to call you just to call you a bit. But Vasco says you talk too much Tabata on the show. Anyway, thank you. Thank you, Moba. I will call you after the show.
Yeah, I will join you tomorrow and just starting on tomorrow all the way.
Yeah.
We have to say 2 days.
Okay, great. The may say you're not somebody to anyway, but let's do our closing.
Don't say. What are you trying to do here tonight? Instigate.
No.
They making me telling me and Joseph will talking Tabata. And we and he who can be talking to Tabata.
No, when I'm in the CDC Garden for 1 week, they will be off the show. But I'd rather do your closing. Let's hear you.
Once again, I want to say thank you. It was a great show. Every time I'm sharing the platform with people like Sandy, I mean, you know, it rejuvenates me every day to come here. But let's go to the issue. The issue of integrity in our governance structure should not just be, you know, individualized. We have to do it collectively. It has to be from the legislature. It has to be from the executive. It has to be from the judiciary. One side of the government cannot enforce the law. Every side is supposed to do their part to make that law effective. Okay? So, for me, I am hopeful. Like I say again, in the next 6 years, I will not be a sycophant because internet are paying here. Joe Biden know me personally in the first place. But I believe in his aspiration and his vision for Liberia. So I come here every day, talk about it. We want to see a better Liberia that we can be proud of. That other countries can say, look at Liberia, what Liberia is doing. We cannot only be, people cannot only envy on our democratic process. You say, oh yeah, Liberia had 3 successive elections, free transfer of power. We can only be that in a region. We should also be that economically. Our people need to be economically empowered. The issue of, you know, making sure that our people can go to bed and not thinking about what they will eat tomorrow. We need to make sure all of our governance structure should be put in place. And that starts with respecting the rule of law. The issue of asset declaration should not be taken lightly because we want to make sure we know what our people coming into government with because they created some people yesterday.
Thank you.
They created some people yesterday. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Josh, let's hear you.
Look, thank you, Nelson. Yeah, thank you. It's such an honor to share the platform, you know, with great personalities and to learn and also to you know, to give people information. The thing is, asset declaration is a very, you know, important aspect of our to safeguard our, you know, democracy because usually in Liberia where the laws are people are more powerful than the laws, it becomes an issue. So we need to make sure that people start to govern themselves according to the law and not from, you know, their muscle and stuff like that. And that's what we need to do. One more thing I want to add to my closing is that I can say today I stay, you know, exonerated because I was listening to Nelson yesterday. I'm talking about the fellow who was brutally beaten yesterday. And look, I did not have a really good night of sleep when I thought about how the entire episode unfolded yesterday. But one thing I took from there is that we as Liberians, we need to start to think. We need to think. And usually I think we use our emotions to convey the message that we put out there instead of actually thinking about it. And I just want to say to Nelson, look, hopefully you get the justice that you require. But one more thing is that when I thought about it, I realized that a former minister was arrested by the police in that case. He did not go into hiding and say he doesn't trust the police and run away from the police. And police officer come on the show to back him. It did not happen. I think that's a really good change, because yesterday, when President Weah was the president, when the CDC was in power, Queen Johnson, she was linked to some violence that resulted into the death of someone. An arrest warrant was put out for her, and she went into hiding. And up to this date, she said if the new government were going to come to power, she was going to, because she said she trusts them now, she was going to, make herself available to the police. That hasn't happened yet. And President Bouaka said the rule of law will be the hallmark of his presidency. He still hasn't made anything known, because this is not a secret to him. This is something that he knows about, that this lady was implicated. We don't care. She can even go there and give her a slap on the wrist and say, go home. But that should happen. She must go there. That hasn't happened. But then I see people running around and saying, now, someone who voluntarily went to the police and got arrested, and they even asked him that if someone cannot stand for you, you will go to prison. A former minister surrendered himself to the police officers.
Thank you.
I think that's the way to go. And I appreciate the former minister. I don't know him personally, but if he's listening to me, I want to appreciate the step he took. That will be a roadmap for people who are in power and people who are yet to come to power, that you cannot be more than the law. I don't care how powerful you are, how big you are, whatever money you have, you cannot be over the law. And the last thing I want to say is that I said something and people were jumping on my neck when I said they should settle out of court. We all know even rape cases, allegations of rape in America were settled out of court. But when it comes to Liberia, when you say something, people don't even think about it. They just jump on your neck because they feel that you're talking about politics and other things. So I just hope that Liberia betters herself, because that's the only place we can call home. That's the only place for me, when I reach, my stress can all disappear. So I hope that Liberia gets better, and we hope that Bouaka wakes up, because the new song that came up this morning is shocking.
I mean, we can get time for that.
I hope Nelson can play that song. I hope Nelson can play that song, because if it was a song, against President Weah.
You better be cutting me off when I'm closing.
Thank you. Thank you.
George,
Nelson, if it was a song against CDC, if it was against the CDC, Nelson was going to be playing it here. It was going to be against CDC.
George now, because they meant that Sandy, go ahead.
We had a good show. We talked about the issue of asset declaration. I agreed again that it should be done. The intention behind it is to minimize corruption, so we can know exactly what individuals are bringing into government and what they are living with. Or in fact, periodically, we got to still do that declaration to know exactly what individuals have earned in government, so that our nation resources will not just benefit few individuals, but rather benefit the entire country. We had a good show. I also want to say I am more now focused on the audits that were promised to the Liberian people. I know the process has started. Some institutions has been mandated to be audited. I think that audit process should not be delayed. It shouldn't be distracted by other issues affecting the government. We want to know exactly what happened to the Liberian People Resources over the last 6 years, or even beyond that. Let us know exactly what happened, if there are misplacements of funds, if there are embezzlements, stolen resources. Hopefully we can get those things so that we can start to set example, a positive example, so that people coming to government would not just steal from us and go in vain and go without any sort of punishment. So audit is important, and I hope the Bwaka administration will take that very seriously. It was a good show. Fellow panelists, I want to thank you, as always, for our time here. Our family in the comment section, I want to thank you. Abigail, Zizi Juma, Ruth Goba, Janet, Winnie. Thank you guys for being here. Nancy Dan, thank you. Philex Che, thank you. Edwin Encla, James Walker, my man. Lane Lacko, always here to defend me. And thank you. Rando, thank you for being here. All of you in the comment section. Sam, thank you for being here. Lofty, thank you for being here. Again, thank all of you for coming here to support us, cheer us up. Your comment means a lot to all of us. For me, I engage with you guys. I try to pick some of my ideas from your comments. So I want to thank you for always being here to support us. I look forward to a wonderful show tomorrow.
Thank you. Ami? No, Vasco first, then Ami will take us on.
Gentlemen, it was a good show. But we want to let our listening audience know, especially those of you that on the social media, the comment section. As for me, I don't see the comment because I'm not on Spoon. I usually watch the show through Fabric and Super. So I know you guys deal with me a whole lot. But this is something y'all have to get used to because this is a 6 years thing. Because I can remember when we had the country in our hand, the CDC, there was nothing positive about any of you guys here about the CDC government. Even the roads, President, we are building, the parks, even the oldest African republic that just saw parks, you guys criticize everything. But today, if we come here, you guys haven't done anything since you guys were elected. The government haven't done any positive thing. Nothing. Everything is just from the inauguration.
They pay salary. They pay salary that accomplishment.
No, they ain't started they started.
Please conclude, Vasco. Please conclude because
that's what I'm saying. Nobody paying no salary, brother.
No, but folks have started taking salaries for the month of January.
January?
But yeah, other people are taking.
Vasco. Nothing is good.
So, I mean, to our callers,
We're in the middle of February.
Please, you got used to this thing because we're here for 6 years. Every misstep, like the way you guys started already, we will be here to correct the misstep. And we shouldn't be looking like bad people to you guys. Because if the president can listen to some of our criticism, I think he will do better. Liberia is for every one of us. I might have my side, which of course I know the Unity Party won't do anything. But I'm not praying for them to fail. I keep telling you, I'm not praying for them to fail. I got my children in Liberia. Okay? The reason why I love George Weah, things that my children never saw, or we never saw during our time coming up, my children can see in Liberia right now. That's why I love George Weah for. George Weah left a legacy in our country. So baking the Unity Party, until you can kind of beat George Weah on what he have done, or what he left for Liberia, then we can discuss that another time. Yeah, but Nelson, it was a great show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Be here tomorrow.
Ami, you want to do your closing quickly?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Vasco, you're entitled to criticism.
Yeah.
And the president will take it if it's in good faith. That one is just here to, Joey, I ain't do that. Y'all said, Joey, I ain't do that. No, that's politics. And that's not what he's listening to. But the asset declaration thing, Nelson, I'm saying Zeze Joma said that section 5.1 said within 30 days. I mean, that's not the first person I heard that from. So I think you need to check that out and
Yeah.
let someone else know because we don't have
Yeah.
something.
But listen, that aspect has to do with the publication. That's why the amended version of the code of conduct will have to be made known. Will have to be available for
Exactly.
every single person out there to go on the internet, for example, and be able to read through it. All right. Okay, so that's for the amended version, all of that. But yes, they have up until 30 days. But where are we?
Then
So
what's
I
the
mean,
problem?
are we saying that the people should wait until the exact 30 days? The first thing to establish here
I'm
is
not
that
words in my mouth.
the
I'm only
first thing
saying something.
yeah, the first thing the people should the first thing to establish here is that the people are supposed to declare prior. The law say prior. I don't know as to whether there's any definition of prior other than before. You know,
Well,
if there's
this is where
anything,
confusion coming. People saying
if there's any way to say prior,
I don't know if this one was amended to, but people are saying 5.1 says within 30 days. So I don't have the constitution. I don't know. Don't quote me, but I'm just saying what people are saying. So that's why I was asking. But to our people, what, Vasco? To our people, no one is coming here defending the president. We all want better for Liberia. That's why we came here. I'm not a politician. I don't know any. I never knew anything about Liberian politics till when I went to Liberia last year in March. I came back here and I got on fire to support a candidate to rescue my country. That is it. I don't know how to think for anybody else or something. But your view sometimes may be different from mine. You and I may support the same person, but your view might be the way I look at something and the way you're looking at it because you in a high emotional state and not going around and considering everything and just lashing out because you hear people lashing out without doing your research. I may not be that way. So just because I'm not that way doesn't mean I am supporting any wrong. Let's get that straight. I want you to understand because people coming here and then do like the trip to Ghana. You or somebody called talking about what he went there for. You need to contact you need to do the one. They will give you the rundown of that trip. Does it matter if you met the babysitter or the president? Maybe that something happened. If Ghana sent a plane to pick up your president, that means the president had a conversation with that president. He did not just get up and go there. If something happened that the Ghana president had an emergency and he had to leave and the president had to come back, you just have to wait. And the only thing I see in that is this the success of that trip is what I would be looking into. They all where he went for, who he talked to, he's not gonna come give you every rundown word for word. What he achieved, that is what he's gonna give you, and you gotta wait for it. Now, when you want it, that emotion thing, we need to get it out of. Yes, we want our country to be better, but we have to be really real with ourselves at some point too. We can't sit here and just because I want it today, I want it now. Like some sports child throwing tantrum. No, it's not gonna happen like that. Wait for a price release if that's what you want.
Thank you.
You will get it.
Thank you.
But because you're having a low, high emotion problem, and everybody should have that problem when they're not having it, then they come here praising, barking. No. Say your own, and we will say our own. The same way how you supported him, if you did, and we did it, let us all have our own views and start thinking that anybody worshiping us, supporting Bwagale, the guys from the Sakimochi did for 6 years, and now they want to be objectives. That's all I had to say. Let's love Liberia.
Thank you.
What? Bill Liberia.
Our brother.
Nelson, can I ask Sandy one question?
No, you're not a host. You're not asking no question.
Go ahead and ask, Josh. It's okay.
Send
Daddy, I heard you say something. I heard you say something, and it was amusing to me. I just want to hear from you. You say when they declare the asset, when they're going out, then they will declare it again, so we can see how much they made and how much they get and how much they carry, right? So suppose someone then spending on Ray-Ban and they get money. Y'all get us money?
You see trouble?
Nah.
So by people coming here.
They see where man spends on Jackie Apia.
No, guys. No.
Yeah.
No.
At least you didn't go Ghana to go meet Jackie Apia.
Guys. No. This platform is monitored across the world.
I didn't say that.
But Jackie Apia is not a curse word.
But again, I want to say happy birthday to our brother. The tallest man in
Philadelphia.
on the panel.
Anthony Gay.
Anthony Gay celebrating his birthday today.
Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday
to you.
It's Josh's best friend as a matter of
fact. The man are here. What was singing birthday song for the man for?
Happy birthday.
Watching the show.
Happy birthday.
The man watching no show.
Happy birthday to you. The man will watch it back.
Yeah, you're watching there. But again, we want to say happy birthday to Anthony. But photos, the cameras are deceiving sometimes, when you see the man, okay, when you look at the picture, the one that up, you see the man, yeah, that's small body man. That guy is huge. But then you look at the one.
The incoming senator of Greg Gideon.
Yeah, like I said,
right now.
You see, Anthony, people see your home up too. He coming for you.
And that's it. You know what, George and Anthony, they get along. That's it. George want to money in me. He bring a top money, George. Get along.
I mean, all the people that you can see can be against me. It wouldn't because I can shine. That all I can shine anywhere I go. That's how I looking. And when I can shine more than that, they say no. They want me there. Bye bye, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Have a good night, and bye bye for now.
It was a good show. We'll meet you again tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, folks, that's how I would like to draw down the curtains on the show tonight. Thanks for being here with us on the late night show. We'll be here tomorrow with another edition of the program. Until then, I'm Nelson Collet. Have a good night. Liberia is all we have, so let's remember to keep the peace. Bye-bye.